Hey everyone, welcome back to our clan generator series. This is episode 7, I believe, and wow, I was not expecting to get quite so far, quite so fast. But I'm really excited. I mean, I'm not. I am, but I'm not. I'm so sad. I cannot believe that this is the third episode that we're going to start off talking about someone's death. And I'm so sad because it was my boy Marshstar who died. I mean, we did lose also Birdfang and Pounce Moon, which is very sad still. They definitely deserved to live. But we don't know them like we knew Marshstar. Uh, why is he disappointed with Wetshine? Hello? Okay, anyway. Um, yes, so last episode, Marshstar was murdered. It literally said he was murdered. Um, and what else happened? We got these two, both very old. Birdfang was, 114 when we found him? And I think Pounce Moon was probably 171, 172. So, Pounce Moon's not a surprise. But we also, last episode, our girl over here, Cloud Eyes, when she was just a baby, she was just a little kit. She wasn't even a paw yet, I don't think. She invited this man, Yellowfoot, into the clan. And so a lot of you, and myself included, are thinking that Yellowfoot might have been a kitty pet that Cloud Eyes, when she was just a kid, had snuck out of the clan and met, and she had managed to convince him to join the clan. And he's kind of just like a loner now. I mean, he was a loner because, he was alone when we found him, but he doesn't really interact with the rest of the clan that much, except for Cloud Eyes, of course. And as you guys can see, all of Marshstar and Holly Star's kids have grown up and gotten their warrior names. So we have Milkfern here, but he's been Milkfern for 2 episodes now. And we have Fernstone, who is the medicine cat. She was Fallen Strike's apprentice, and she just recently became medicine cat. We have her brother Amberbrook, who is a warrior now. We have Lost Shade, which is such a cool name. She's also a warrior. Echo Hail, who looks cool as heck. Like, her fur pattern with her eyes. I'm sorry, not her fur pattern. Her fur color with, like, how bright her eyes are is crazy. Cloud Eyes doesn't seem to trust Skip, which is interesting. Anyway, so yeah, let's go ahead and get started with this episode. We already looked at the cats, but I wasn't reading any other things. So let's just go ahead and do that. Pounceburr, those boxes, man. Wetshine caught a rabbit. Hollystar caught a rabbit. Valentrix feeling happy. Squirrelfur is acting sus like always. Skip is listening to Yellowfoot talk about being a loner. I just mentioned that Yellowfoot doesn't like talk to anyone. But I guess now he's kind of opening up to Skip a little bit, which I feel like is kind of a theme that happens with the loners. I feel like a lot of the time, especially when they're like first in the clan, they'll talk with Skip or like hang out with Skip more than they do with any of the other cats. So, I mean, I can see it. She always felt kind of like, she might not look approachable, but she's always felt kind of like that aunt that kind of just listens to you. Milkfern is also acting sus. Flameblaze is listening to stories about Marshstar. That's really sweet. So Flameblaze joined the clan, I don't remember how many moons ago it was. Probably half a year ago, maybe a little bit longer than that she's been with the clan. But she is still kind of a newbie, and I don't think she really got the chance to learn what kind of leader Marshstar was, and she certainly didn't know like that much about him. So I'm thinking maybe Holly Star especially has been telling her stories about Marsh Star. And maybe because, you know, the only children, the only child that Marsh Star got to see fully grown up was Milkfern. He saw Fernstone and Amberbrook when they were apprentices, but he didn't even get to see the three triplets down here. He didn't get to see them become apprentices. So, you know what? I'm personally going to think that Holly Star has maybe kind of taken to telling a lot of stories about her mate who she loved and died way too soon. I personally had canon that she has been telling that to Flame Blaze, well, to anybody who will listen, really, but these six in particular. Fernstone's arranging herbs, like a good medicine cat. I'm sorry, Fallen Strike. I did not mean to come for you like that. We love Fallen Strike here. We do. But I don't think that man has ever taken care of another cat in his life that wasn't dead. I'm pretty sure I've seen him like changing moss, but it was for like Splashfur, who's dead. He died like the day that MoonClan formed. So it's good to see that Fernstone is kind of taking matters into her own paws. Amberbrook's feeling sassy. He is a sassy boy. Lost Shade has been acting sus. A cat named Lost Shade I'm not surprised by. Echo Hale's feeling happy. Good. I know she was going through a period of time where she was really missing her dad. Cloud Eyes, like I said, doesn't seem to trust Rebel Skip. Maybe because Cloud Eyes over here is a little bit troublesome. We've headcanoned in the community that Cloud Eyes likes to sneak out of the clan. Likes to go adventuring on her own. And I personally don't think that Rebel Skip would be into that. I think Rebel Skip, while she's like kind of the cool aunt, I also think that she would maybe be a little overbearing and protective. So I'm not surprised that she doesn't seem to trust Rebel Skip. Shimmerberry's feeling happy because you murdered Marshstar. I'm just kidding. That was a joke. Unless it wasn't. Barto's looking forward to today, and Yellowfoot's feeling down. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our patrols out of the way. Oh, I don't have my phone with me. Okay, we'll just, you know what we'll do? We'll just assign the like top four up here together. So Flame Blaze, we'll go with Shimmerberry, Pounceburr, and Echo Hale. Interesting group. Oh my goodness. Oh, I cannot believe how many loners we're finding. I don't know if like I'm happy about it because, you know, new cats, new dynamics, new blood to mix into the clan, because MoonClan is half of Hollystar and Marshstar's babies, more or less. But we also do already have a lot of cats. It's a lot of new cats to kind of keep track of. So yes, I love it, I hate it. But we're gonna proceed. And let's go meet our new cat. Lion Tail! Hands always 102 moons. That makes me sad. But look at this man. He's got a little gash in his ear. You know who he looks like? He looks a heck of a lot like Shimmerberry. Interesting. What is he? Oh, he's playful. He looks sick. He looks like a lion. Finally, somebody whose name makes sense. I'm just kidding. That was a joke. Please don't hate me. Okay, Lion Tail. Well, apparently you are going out on a patrol with Cloud Eyes, Wet Shine, and Milkfern. They don't find anything useful. Not a surprise. It was still a fun outing, though. Good. Barktoe, Amberbrook, Yellowfoot, and Lost Shade. Okay, great. They went to the trail marker. Good. I don't know how many of them have actually been to the trail marker before. Possibly none of them. I'll have to go back and check and see if any of them... Oh, look at these three. A large rat. I think you guys got this, I believe. Good job. Okay. Let's go ahead and time skip. You guys, so I mentioned this in the last episode. I am so nervous that we're going to start losing all of our originals. Look at this. Pounceburr's 116 moons. And then we have Wetshine at 103. Hollystar's at 100. I'm so nervous. It could literally be any day now. They could also live to be like, how old was Pounce Moon? 174 moons. They could be here a lot longer. But that still makes me really nervous. So, okay, so Pounceburr is feeling down. Wetshine is asking for guidance from Hollystar. Aww. Sweet baby. She is curious about other clans. I wonder what kind of like guidance he needs. Because, oh shoot, I don't remember if it was Wetshine or not. Somebody last episode was asking for guidance from Marstar. It was probably Fallen Strike, considering he's the only one that talks to the dead cats. So I have a feeling it was probably Fallen Strike, but that's sweet. Hollystar is curious about other clans. Fallen Strike's looking forward to today. Squirrelfur wants to know where Pounceman came from. She came from a patrol. That's all you need to know, Squirrelfur. Rebel Skip is feeling happy. Milkfern has been performing poorly. Flame Blaze is lazy. Fernstone wants to meet other medicine cats. She's probably like, there's no way. Fallen Strike is not like all the other medicine cats, right? I need to meet them. There's got to be another medicine cat I can relate to. Amberbrook is having a good time with Shimmerberry. Nice. Lost Shade swears they saw a two-leg nearby. That's probably accurate. Echo Hale is keeping an eye on Milkfern. You keeping an eye on your big bro? I am not surprised, honestly. Considering we have lost a deputy and we've lost a leader. And I would not be surprised if we lose another deputy or a leader soon. So I'm glad that she's keeping an eye out on him. Cloud Eyes is grooming. Shimmerberry's grooming. Barked is acting huffy at Shimmerberry. Interesting. I wonder if it has anything to do with, who was it? Amberbrook. If it has anything to do with Amberbrook spending time with Shimmerberry. Because I think one of the two of them may have had an issue with Amberbrook last episode. So maybe it has something to do with that. Yellowfoot's lazy. Liontail's lazy. We love to see it. Okay. Let's just do, you know what? Let's go on a big patrol. We haven't done one of those in a while, so we'll send you guys out. Not this again. The last time we sent them out on like a 6-cat patrol, they found a mouse, so I'm glad that they caught it. Let's go ahead. We'll just do, you know what? Let's do another one. Why not? We have a lot of cats to send out on patrols now, so you 6 can go out on a patrol. And they came across a hare. Good. I'm glad they caught that. Cloud Eyes and Lost Shade. You guys can go out with your mom. Wow. Lots of prey being caught. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my god. I'm actually gonna cry. I'm going to cry. Rebel Skip and Wetshine. They had babies. I want to see them. Look at you, Raven Kit, a little girl, a little quiet girl. Bloom Kit. They saw Pounceman in a dream, a bouncy male boy, and Lake Kit. Oh my gosh, I'm actually gonna cry, you guys. Look at that. Lake Kit looks so much like her mother. And Bloom Kit looks so much like his dad. And Raven Kit's like a mix of the two of them. Bloom Kit makes me think of little prickle flower. Oh, I'm so happy. Little babies. I'm actually gonna cry. How are you guys feeling? Helping Raven Kit with a recent injury. Oh, Thunderspot's looking after them. That makes my heart so happy. I wonder if she feels like, you know, maybe she also feels like a mother to these kids. considering Wetshine and Rebel Skip were also, they never were official. Okay, Thunderspot unfortunately perished before we could make either Wetshine or Rebel Skip her mate, so they were never official. But I like to think that they still had like their loving moments together, you know. And she's been watching over them from StarClan, so I think that she's, oh my gosh, she's gonna be so protective of those kits. Marstar's having a good time with Cloud Eyes. Oh, Splashfur wants to train with Adder Kid up in StarClan. Prickle Flower's grooming. Adder Kid is listening to Liontail talk about being a loner. Oh, I wonder if she kind of... Liontail is very new to the clan, but I wonder if maybe Adder Kid has kind of found like an idol in him. Like she's looking up to him because he looks really interesting. He's pretty old. She never got to, she never even made it to become an apprentice, unfortunately. So maybe she kind of sees him as like a role model or something that she had aspired to be if she had lived longer. Oh, I hate seeing these two up in StarClan. It makes me so sad. Birdfang's feeling lazy, and Pounceman is quite forgetful today. List of cats. Let's see. Pounceburr caught a rabbit. Wetshine's acting sus. I kind of had a feeling, honestly, that Rebel Skip and Wetshine were going to have babies soon. I can't quite remember what had happened, but Wetshine was feeling very sus. It felt like he was going to have kids. I mean, technically, what, the gestation period of a cat is only like 2 months, and it might have been like way before then, but I don't know. I had a feeling you two were gonna have babies. Holly starts thinking about battle strategies. Oh, Fallen Strike's feeling humbled in the presence of Marstar. Are you just finally like realizing that he's your leader? He was your leader. He's not anymore, but Squirrelfur is looking forward to today. Rebel Skip has been spending time with Amberbrook lately. Interesting. I mean, Amberbrook does look a lot like Rebel Skip. Like, it's basically her. He just has like some extra markings, and he's a little bit lighter, it looks like. Oh, I guess not. He just has like a little bit of like a point. Milkfern's feeling sassy. Flame Blaze is feeling sassy. Fern sounds happy. Amberbrook has been performing poorly. What did Rebel Skip say? She's been spending time with him? I wonder if it's because he's been performing poorly. Maybe she's like trying to bolster him up a little bit, because Rebel Skip has always been super supportive of the Holly Marsh kids. I don't know what to call them. Of the Star kids. She's been very supportive of them and everything that they've done. So maybe with him performing poorly, she's kind of tried to step up into a role that's almost like deputy, considering that's what she was in her last clan. I think that she's trying to be supportive of them, like a deputy should, even though she's not deputy. But unlike a Pounceburr over here, I have a feeling she is more than happy to not be deputy. She just wants to support her clanmates. Lost Shade's also been performing poorly. Echo Hail meanwhile is happy. Cloud. So are all of the Star Kids performing poorly except for like 2 of them? 3 of them? That's pretty funny. Shimmerberry is helping Squirrelfur with a recent injury? Squirrel! Where did you get an injury from? Barto's been performing poorly. To me, this feels like if Yellowfoot really was a kitty pet, to me this feels like him still not quite understanding like clan etiquette. So, or maybe it could be that he's also just like messing around with them. I mean, they are little babies. Maybe, you know, it's like playing house kind of, like play pretend that you're a warrior and I'll praise you on a good hunt. No, that's sweet. Liontail's feeling down. Raven Kid's been acting angsty. Honey, you're not even a month old yet. Lake Kit is sending moss balls flying. That's honestly adorable. Let's see. Milkfern, Pounceburr, Barktoe and Amberbrook we will send on a patrol. Yeah. Amberbrook starts questioning the loyalty of one of their clanmates. I wonder who it could be. We have two halves of the two different like antagonist groups. We still don't know if Shimmerberry and Barktoe are like actually antagonists or not. They're very sus, but I don't think that they've done anything to like, you know, solidify their allegiance to the clan yet. But we have one half over here, and then Pouncebur and Squirrelfur's group. We have Pouncebur here. So is he making accusations against one of their partnerships, or is it somebody else? I wish they would tell us. I want to know. Who do you think? Do you think it was somebody who killed your dad, Amberbrook? I want to know. I really, truly want to know. Oh, so maybe it was one of them. What? Interesting. That's a really interesting patrol that just happened. Because the way that it's worded makes me believe that it's one of these cats. I don't think it's Milkfern. Considering he's the deputy, he's Marshstar and Hollystar's baby. I don't think it's him. I think it's one of these two. Interesting. Let's see. I'll go ahead and pick Wedgeshine and Rebelskip. And considering they just had a baby, they had 3 babies. We'll bring Hollystar along. And you know what? We'll bring Flameblaze along. You know, 3 little moms. Rest in peace to Berry Kit and Wedgeshine. Is she nervous because she doesn't want to leave her babies? No. Speaking of, I probably should have like let her recover after giving birth. That's not something I've been doing, but that I want to do. But for now, we'll just say that Fernstone is keeping an eye on the kits while everybody goes out on patrol. Or one of the other cats is they're definitely being watched over. So, oh, the rest of the patrol come for Rebel. That is so sweet. Her mate and 2 of the other moms who know exactly what she's going through. Comforting her. That's so sweet. I'm so sad about Flameblaze. I really wish that Berry Kit had lived a lot longer. That makes me so sad. Let's see. Shimmerberry. We'll leave the siblings to go out on their own. And we'll leave Yellowfoot to go with them. Your patrol comes upon the son of a mouse. Good job, you guys. We'll send out the siblings and Cloud Eye's friend, Yellowfoot. They come across a rogue. Uh-oh. Ooh, the thing is that none of these guys have very good experience. But you know what? You live and you learn. Oh, nice job. I'm actually kind of surprised about that. But I figure the worst that would happen is one of them would earn a scar. Which, you know, character building. Oh, I'm so nervous. Now that we have 3 new kits. Why did I have to? Why did I have to? Why? Oh my god. You guys. Oh, this makes me so sad. We're only like, by the way, what, 30 minutes into this episode? My heart cannot handle this roller coaster of emotions. Genuinely. Oh my god. Not Rebelskip! She was 62 months old. Are you kidding me? Oh, one of you little brats murdered Rebelskip, who just gave birth, by the way. Tell me why I'm genuinely mad, you guys. Who was it? Which one of you was it? Oh, I'm so mad. I cannot. Marshall is feeling proud of the clan. Marshall, tell me who the heck murdered Rebelskip. I need to know. I love the Splashfur who's been in Star Clan for like 5 years at this point. Wants to learn more about them from Fernstone. Interesting, Prickle Flower. I don't know why you're praising the med cat on a good hunt. Unless Fallen Strike is the one who killed Rebel Skip. Unless Fallen Strike is the one who killed Rebel Skip. Rebel Skip's curious about Lost Shade? The one who killed you? I'm just kidding. I don't wanna throw my baby Marshstar and Hollystar's kids under the bus, but we gotta put our you know, magnifying glasses up to these clues, you guys, and figure out who the heck murdered Marshstar and then Rebel Skip. I'm so sad. I'm so mad. I'm not glad. Barry gets scared about something. Oh, sweet baby. Did you witness the murder? Birdfang wants to spend more time with Raven Kit. Ugh. I can't. Pounceburr's having a good time with Fernstone. Wetshine caught a rabbit. Holly starts feeling proud of the clan. I think that when we look at the cats after the murder of another cat, I think it takes like a moon for them to catch up to the realization of what happened. Squirrelfur wants to spend more time with Liontail. I don't trust that. Flameblaze wants to know where Birdfang came from. Interesting. Maybe she has some kind of like connection to him. Maybe he was a part of her old clan, or maybe she passed by him when they were both loners. Although there was a pretty long period of time after Flameblaze joined the clan and Birdfang, so I don't know. Or maybe she's just curious about all the cats that she's met and who are no longer with them, especially since he was pretty old. Fernstone has been having weird dreams lately. Uh-oh. I don't like that. Amberbrook's feeling down. Yeah. Echo Hale's also feeling down. Cloud Eyes wants to hear more about Starclave and Fallen Strike. I mean, her dad is up there now, so... Chamberberry hates being compared to Prickle Flower. Ooh. Yikers! I don't know necessarily why they would compare you two. I don't feel... It doesn't seem like you are very comparable to Prickle Flower. I feel like you two are actually kind of like opposites. Oh, Barkto's hiding something from Hollystar. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. What do you know, Barkto? What, or the other question is, what did you do? Oh, I don't like that. She was murdered, though. It wasn't like an accident. Was it an accidental murder? Was she poisoned? Oh my gosh. Yellowfoot sharing tongues with Squirrelfur. Liontail caught small but fox earlier. Raven Kit saw a 2-leg nearby. Blimp Kit, you get away from Barkto. Man, I cannot believe this clan is cursed. This clan is cursed. I cannot believe we lost Rebel Skip. I'm so sad. Man, that's freaking awful. Okay, I don't even remember who was hanging out with who. Yellowfoot, Squirrelfur, and Liontail. Let's go. Are they here? One of Liontail's not here. Let's see. Pounceburr. It will send, you know what? We'll send you 4 out. Why not? A rat. Yeah, I want to know about that freaking rat. You tell me who the heck killed Rebel Skip. Squirrelfur, and I guess we'll bring Cloud Eyes along. Oh, they went to the trail marker. Do they know something? That would be interesting. If Squirrelfur, who's kind of been an antagonist for a very long time, since his joining, it would be interesting if maybe he knows something about what happened to Rebel Skip. Maybe they all kind of know what happened, or one of them knows. I don't know. I feel like, though, one of them knows something, and that's why they went to the trail marker. We'll just do one big. You know what? We'll do one big one, but we'll leave wet shine because, you know, obvious reasons. We'll leave him. Or do we want to bring him? He's mourning, but maybe going out with some of the patrols could really boost his mood a little bit. Okay. Which one of you started doubting Milkfern? Good. You've performed well under pressure, baby. You are a perfect deputy, and we love you a lot. Oh, man. I don't even know what to say. Prickle doesn't seem to trust Shimmerberry. She doesn't trust Shimmerberry. And Barktoe was hiding something from Hollystar. Could it be that those two were not only behind Rubbleskipp's death, but also Marshstar's? That's what I'm thinking. Oh, I feel like that's confirmation, you guys. That has to be confirmation. Rubbleskip, out of all the cats here, she chose to keep an eye on Shimmerberry. That has to be confirmation. Berrykit doesn't seem to trust Hollystar. Interesting. And Barktoe's talking about being a loner. Ooh, I don't like that. Pounceberry's always sus. Wow, poor Wetshine, baby. He lost the 2 loves of his life. Dude, Wetshine cannot catch a freaking break. Are you kidding me? That is so sad. Hollystar hates being compared to Birdfang. Interesting. I feel like he wasn't here long enough to make like an impact on the clan. Fallen Strike also wants to meet other medicine cats. Squirrelfur is grooming. Milkfern is looking forward to today. Flameblaze is curious about herbs. That could be a little suspicious. Fernstone's also listening to Barktoe talk about being a loner. So did he just go to like the medicine cat den and start like boasting or like reminiscing about being a loner and how now he's in a clan? Because Fernstone's listening to it and Poundsmoon's listening to it. Lost Shade went to go get some herbs for her sister. Echo. Oh, now that's really sad. That's really sad. Because Echo Hale, obviously Adderkit, is Echo Hale's older sister. That's really sad. Cloud Eyes is feeling happy. Shimmerberry's looking forward to today, huh? Barktoe, you stay the heck away from Fernstone. Why are you bothering her? She's a medicine cat. Are you trying to bother her so that she can, like, let her guard down? And when you decide to go murder another cat, she won't be able to help them? I don't trust. Ravenkit, what are you hiding from Hollystar? Did you see something? Oh my goodness. I mean, I would imagine that Rubbleskip would be with her children, you know, for most of the time. It makes sense that Ravenkit maybe would have seen something or heard something. Good job, Bloomkit. I don't know how you did that, but good job. Poor Lake Kit. Oh. Dang. I'm so sad. I don't know who to send out on patrols. Let's see. We'll do Yellowfoot again. We'll do Cloud Eyes. We'll do Liontail again. And who else was in that group? Squirrelfur was in that group. We'll send you 4 out again. I feel like you guys have kind of like formed like a detective squad. Liontail keeps getting distracted trying to play around. Aw, his playfulness lightens the mood. That's cute. I'm glad to hear that. Speaking of, let's do Wetshine. I don't trust either of these two. We'll do Wetshine with... We want somebody to make it feel better. We'll do Echo Hale because she's empathetic. And we'll do... We'll do Flame Blaze. They got the Son of a Fox. Good job. Holly Star, I think, is going to want to... But does she know anything? I don't know that she knows anything. I think you guys that we're the only ones who know. I don't think any of the cats, like... I mean, maybe there's some of them that we just don't know that they know. But I don't think Holly Star knows. So she's not going to, like, actually keep an eye on any of them. I don't know who they would be interested in going along with. We'll take Amber Brook and we'll take Barto just because Barto's always been weirdly trying to get close to Holly Star. So, Patrol knows that Leaf Bear will be here soon. And then we'll go ahead and send you 4. They went to the trail marker. Interesting. A lot of trail marker conversations happening. Pounce Burr's an elder. Look at him. Oh. This makes my heart so sad, you guys. He's quite forgetful today. I don't like that. He's an old man now. Look at him. Oh my goodness. Let's look at Star Clan. Thunderspot doesn't trust Echo Hail. I wonder why not. Marsh starts thinking about battle strats up in cat heaven. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. One of my ferrets was having a pretty intense dream, so I had to go comfort him. So I don't know exactly where we left off. I guess we're looking at Star Clan. Everyone's curious about the other clans. I don't know how you're doing that, Rebel Skip, but that's really sweet. I wonder if maybe that's like Milkfern going to like the moon pool and doing what Fallen Strike has done before. And actually what she did before when, gosh, I think it might have been the birth of Milkfern, actually, when she went to go share a fresh kill with Prickleflower and Thunderspot. Oh, that's so sweet. Had her kids sending moss balls flying up in Star Clan. You listened to Amber Brook. That's sweet. Birdfang's feeling happy. I forgot. I forgot about Pounceburr being older. That makes me so sad. He's so old. Oh, Squirrel Fur's, he's got a sugar daddy, huh? Oh, Wet Shine. My sweet boy. He's drowning his feelings in food. Ugh. Fallen Strike's been performing poorly. Squirrel Fur's looking forward to today. Milfern's feeling lazy. Flame Blaze is feeling sassy. Lazy. Performing poorly. Wildshade's grooming. Echo Hail's curious. Cloud Eyes is curious. Oh, Shimmerberry is curious. Cloud Eyes being curious about other clans is not a surprise considering she's very adventurous, as we've discovered. Barto's feeling down. Yellowfoot is praising Milkfern on a good hunt. Linetail's feeling happy. Raven Kit. Bloom Kit. Lake Kid is sharing a fresh kill with Cloud Eyes. That's cute. I don't know who to send out. Dang. Let's see. Wet Shine needs some cheering up. So we'll go ahead and send him with Holly Star and Flame Blaze because they're both very playful. And Echo Hail because she's also empathetic. This poor man. I think this group will do wonders to make it feel better. I really do like Yellowfoot and Cloud Eyes as like, I don't know necessarily like romantic because Cloud Eyes was a kit when Yellowfoot first joined, so I don't think romantically, but I do like the two of them as like friends. I think that they make a very interesting pair, to be honest. Now, Shimmerberry was curious about other clans, and so was Cloud Eyes. So, you know what? We'll bring him along as well. Yellowfoot suggests this might be a good chance for the cats to practice teamwork. Now, Yellowfoot and Cloud Eyes were on a part of a patrol where I personally think that they went to the trail marker to discuss the possible, well, we know it was a murder, to discuss the murder of Rubbleskip. And so these two I do think are sus of him. And I wonder if Yellowfoot is trying to maybe figure something out with suggesting that they practice teamwork. Okay, everybody has a nice practice session. Interesting. Amberbrook, Liontail. You know what? We'll send these three out, because I do think that Milkfern and Squirrelfur, if they are like working together, I think we'll want to keep an eye on Barktoe. So we'll send these three out. Liontail. He keeps getting distracted because he wants to play. Oh, the two siblings are not having it. That's pretty funny. Okay, Squirrelfur and Milkfern, go confront this man. Oh, I feel like I have to do it for the drama, but I don't want to do it. Oh, my freaking heart is in my throat, you guys. Okay, Milkfern, I definitely do not want to die. Absolutely not. If he dies, that would be ridiculous. That would be another deputy murdered, basically. Squirrelfur, I used to hate him. I don't think I ever, like, actually hated him, but I would joke around a lot that I hated him, and I thought he was a great villain. But now that he's been with Pouncebur, and now that Pouncebur's an elder, I don't want him to die. He's actually grown on me quite a bit. Barktoe, after all that stuff that happened, oh, I'm so tempted to do it, but I'm gonna do RNG. I don't have my phone with me, so I'm just gonna do it real fast. Oh my goodness, I'm nervous. Oh my god. Oh, I was so nervous. We're not gonna proceed. Oh my goodness. If we had lost Milkfern, especially, I would have been so sad. If we had lost Squirrelfur, I wouldn't have been quite as sad, but I actually really would have been sad. I don't know. I think I might have been just as sad if we had lost Squirrelfur. Oh my god, there's so much happening. Thank God. I know that I was like always making like jokes and stuff like, oh my god, nothing's happening. I'm glad nothing's happening now. I can't. Marshstar needs to. Okay, this would have been funny if it weren't for the fact that Fallen Strike literally talks to StarClan all the time. Why do you need to talk to Fallen Strike? Oh, Splashfur's having a good time with Milkfern. Prickleflower sharing tons with the Lake Kit. Aw. Poor Rubbleskip. Wait, what was Thunderspot feeling? Oh. Thunderspot and Rubbleskip are probably watching over Wetshine and just feeling so sad that they can't both be with him. They must know the angst that he is going through right now. That's so sad. Adderkid is spending some time grooming. Berrykid is setting moss balls flying. Birdfang wants to train together with Splashfur. That's cute. Poor Pounce Moon. She's become the new Splashfur. Pouncebur. I'm like actually so sad seeing him be like forgetful and succumbing to old age. That makes me. Oh, Wetshine, you're allowed to feel lazy, baby. Fallen Strike's feeling annoyed with StarClan. I wonder why. What did StarClan do recently? Is it because... So I've kind of gone over this where I believe that the lore, some of the lore behind MoonClan is that StarClan has been sending loners and stuff to MoonClan for whatever reason, whether they intentionally do it or if maybe there's some weird like interception thing happening where maybe some messages or like visions are being sent to the wrong cats. And that's why we get a lot of loners and why I will accept them basically. So I wonder if with all the like murder that's been happening, maybe Fallen Strike is upset about that because he thinks that maybe StarClan is behind it and he doesn't know why. Amberbrook hates being compared to Marshstar. Now see, this will make sense because Amberbrook is Marshstar's son and one of his only sons. They had 2 sons and 5 daughters. Oops. Yeah. So that's not a surprise. That makes me sad though that he hates being compared to him. But he is pretty young, so he hasn't really had the chance to kind of like show the rest of the clan who he is as his own individual. So that's probably why he hates being compared to him. Echo Hale's acting sus. I don't like that message. I don't like that. I don't like you, Barktoe. Barktoe and Shimmerberry really have become the new squirrel fur and pounceburr. And I don't know if I love it or hate it. I don't know where the heck you two came from. I feel like they were from the same clan and they were both exiled. And they happened to come upon a Moon Clan and weaseled their way in. And I think that they are trying to just tear apart this clan for some reason. Yellowfoot hates being compared to Prickleflower. You should be honored that anybody would compare you to Prickleflower, Yellowfoot. And again, I don't know necessarily how they would compare you to. Ravenkit wants to go outside the camp. Bloomkit was asked to help the elders. Oh, I was going to say there are no elders, but then I remembered pounceburr. Oh, sweet babies. Let's see. Who do I want to send out? I kind of want to send... Let's see. I want to send Holly Star with all of her kids. I don't know if they're all here, though. We're missing Echo Hale. I think that's the only one we're missing. It's fine. We'll send them out. If they don't find anything useful. It's still a fun outing. Wet Shine. We'll send you out with Echo Hale anyway, because she's empathetic. And Flame Blaze, again, because she's playful. And Lion Tail, he's playful too. I don't find anything useful. It was still a fun outing, though. Good, I'm glad. Yellowfoot and Squirrel Fur. You two gonna go rough up Barktoe and Shimmerberry? I hope so. Oh, they're gonna go catch a mouse together. Doesn't agree with the orders from Marshstar. Wow. Prickleflower, for some reason, ever since Marshstar got here, has been kind of like combative against him for some reason. Like she didn't trust him and she's not agreeing with his orders. Interesting. I wonder if that's maybe just her kind of, because she never really grew up, right? She died when she was 19 moons old, which is not, she's not even 2 years old. So I wonder if maybe a part of her still feels like that kind of young teenager without much of a say in the world kind of thing. And so she's kind of like rebelling against Marshstar a little bit. Or somebody had made, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, I don't remember who had left the comment. If I can find it, I'll put a screenshot of it up here now. But somebody had made mention that they believe Marshstar is Prickleflower's like biological dad, and that Prickleflower's mother had died in some accident, or something like that. And so Marshstar had never told Prickleflower that he was actually her dad, and that when he went to StarClan, he would tell her the truth. So that's a possibility. Maybe he did tell her the truth if he actually was her dad. And now knowing this and knowing that they could have had maybe a closer bond when she was still alive, I don't know, maybe she's just feeling betrayed by him right now. Berry Kid's keeping an eye on Bird Fang up in StarClan. That's sweet. Pounceburr is praising Hollystar and a good hunt. I'm so... Pounceburr, I never thought that I would be so sad at seeing him as an elder. And you know what's really sad? Is that Wetshine's gonna be an elder soon. And Hollystar is gonna be an elder soon. Like... I said this last episode, but we need to start preparing, guys, and I'm not ready. We lost freaking Rebel Skip, and she didn't even die to old age. She died when she was like, what, 62 moons old or something? Like, she's so young. Yeah. At least she wasn't 81 moons. That would have been quite the conspiracy. But we have to get ready, you guys. Wetshine's listening to Yellowfoot talk about being a loner. Hollystar's feeling down. Fallen Strike wants to visit StarClan, as you always do. Flameblaze doesn't seem to trust Milkfern, which is interesting, considering that I thought they would actually be kind of close. They're close in age. I mean, I know it's a senior adult, but we're going by moons here. And they spent quite a bit of time together. Fernstone's sharing tongues with Squirrelfur. Amberbrook has been spending time with Lost Shade lately. You been spending time with your sister? That's cute. Has been performing poorly. Looking forward to today. Feeling down. So listening to Squirrelfur talk about being a loner. I don't like you hanging out with Squirrelfur. Acting sus. Caught a huge rabbit. Is helping Fallen Strike around. That's sweet. Where is he going? He doesn't go anywhere. He sits in the medicine cat den all day and talks to StarClan. So where are you helping him to? Let's see. Amberbrook was spending time with Lost Shade. So we'll send you two out. And we'll take Echo Hail along. I think you three will be okay. Yeah, you just caught a bunny rabbit. Wetshine. Who am I going to send you with? Well, you were spending time with Yellowfoot earlier, so we'll send you out with him and Cloud Eyes. Yeah, you guys go catch that hair. Squirrelfur. You know what? Screw it. We'll send the three of them out. Oh, I don't know that I trust these three to recruit a freaking loner into our clan, but do it. New cat. Bloombeam? What a name. Look at you. Oh, she's 111 moons old. Can you guys find, like, younger loners, please? I feel bad saying that. But I don't want to lose these guys. Like, I hate that they're coming into the clan just to, like, probably die soon. I don't know. They could live to be really old, like Pounce Moon. But still, I want you guys to live life with us. Bloombeam is quite the difficult name to say. We got two blooms in here. Patrol. Let's see. We'll send... Hollystar can go with Bloombeam. And we'll do Liontail so these two can spend time together. Hollystar suggests this might be a good chance for the cats to practice teamwork. You know what's funny is I didn't even think these two are both pretty old. They're like the same age. Aw, but everybody has a nice practice session. Milkfern and Flameblaze. Catch a mouse together. I don't know why. I just feel like they would be good together. Oh my god. Okay, a lot of stuff happened. Squirrelfur breaks up with Pounceburr. I'm not surprised. I don't love it. Obviously, we ship them together. They just got together last episode. But considering Pounceburr's an elder now, I'm not surprised. I wonder... maybe it's just me romanticizing them. I wanted Squirrel Fur and Pounceburr to like be in love, but I don't know. I feel like Squirrel Fur, maybe he did, like, I'm sure he did have feelings for Pounceburr, but I think he just can't be held down. Anyway, Echo Hill had a litter of 3 kits. I did turn that setting back on, though, by the way. I had to turn it off because I broke up Holly Star and Marsh Star for a little bit because they gave us way too many babies. Echo Hill had 3 kids. I'm so excited. I don't know where they came from. We'll have to go look at them in a minute. But Ravenpaw, Bloom-Paw, and Lake-Paw started their apprenticeship. I'm so glad Wetshine was here to see that. Okay, let's go look at Echo Hill's babies. I want to see them. No way. Why is this so funny to me? Echo Hale named one of their children Echo Kit, which is funny not only because they share the same prefix, but the fact that it's Echo, there's something ironic about that. Oh, another Raven Kit. Well, the other one's Ravenpaw now, but look at you! And Thunder Kit! The naming scheme here is immaculate, Echo Hale. You did a great job. But naming a kit after yourself, another kit after Ravenpaw, and another kit after Thunderspot. Who did you get these babies from? Ma'am? Who are you fooling around with? Was it Liontail? I don't know. Who could it have been? Ooh, I don't know. Maybe if it was somebody in this clan, I'm thinking it was probably either Liontail or Shimmerberry. Liontail's a little old, but it could have been Shimmerberry. And the fact that he's asking for guidance from Hollystar? Uh-oh. You guys? Is Shimmerberry? Did these two have something going on? I don't know. Okay. We gotta go talk to Star Clan. We're about to be like Fallen Stray. We're talking to Star Clan every freaking moon. Thunderspot is exasperated with Echo Kit. Aww, Marsha is feeling happy. It's because your little girl gave birth. Your granddad. I can't. So much has happened in this freaking episode. I just want to keep going. But I think this is going to be our last moon. Prickle Flower's listening to Birdfang talk about being a loner. That's sweet. I mean, I'm not surprised. Like I said, Prickle Flower didn't really get to see the world, so it's no surprise to me that she's finding it interesting listening to Birdfang, who is quite literally the exact opposite of her. Oh, Adder Kit. That's so sad. Oh, Pounceman's feeling happy for once. Good for her. Oh, Pounceburr. I feel so bad. Every time I see him, I'm just gonna be so upset. But also, I cannot believe that Squirrel Fur left him. I mean, I can, but I can't. Come on, Squirrel Fur, you little brat. Hollystar's feeling down. Does it have anything to do with her daughter? Possibly. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But I'm going with the canon, with the headcanon, that Echo Hale and Shimmerberry had kids together. That's what I'm thinking. And Hollystar feeling down, maybe she knows, maybe not necessarily that Shimmerberry is like a bad guy, but regardless, I don't think that she would approve of the two of them being together. I don't, so I think that's why she's feeling down. And with Shimmerberry going to her for guidance, oh, my goodness. Hollistrike's curious about other clans. Squirrel Fur's been performing poorly. It makes me feel like he does love Pounceburr, but that he broke up with him either as a way to, like, kind of distance himself from Pounceburr before he dies. Kind of make himself out to be the villain that we all know he is. But I do think maybe he really is sad to see Pounceburr becoming a shell of the cat he once was. I hate that. Lookford wants to spend more time with Cloud Eyes. Everybody's performing poorly and feeling down. Oh my god. Like, almost all of them. has been spending time with Bloom Paw lately. You get away from those precious babies whose mother you murdered in cold blood. Yellowfoot doesn't seem to trust Amberbrook. Linetail's avoiding the other cats. That's also suspicious. Oh, did he get a... Did I miss something about him getting a scar? Maybe I did. No? Interesting. Maybe it just didn't show us. Oh, he has... Wait. She has the same scar as her mother, as Rebel Skip. Oh, Bloom Paw, you're so beautiful. And he's listening to stories about Marshstar. Probably from his dad. Lake Paw. Bloombeam's acting sus. You just got here. Please don't. You guys need to stay the frick away from Barktoe. Stay away from him. We don't trust him. Oh, Raven Kit. Oh my god, so much has been happening. Milkfern wanted to spend time with Cloud Eyes. Okay. Milkfern and Cloud Eyes. We'll send you with Yellowfoot, who's always right behind. We'll send Oh, we have to... Wait a second. I have to figure out who... Oh my goodness. Who's mentoring who? Okay, Wetshine... How much longer is he going to... He's got, what, 10 moons? So that's long enough to mentor one of his children. I think he would want to... Honestly, I think he would want to mentor Lake Paw because Lake Paw looks a lot like Rebel Skip. And I think maybe would act quite a bit like Rebel Skip. That makes me so sad. Let's see. Ravenpaw. Amberbrook could be a mentor. Well, no, they're kind of low in experience. I want somebody who doesn't have, like, low experience. Flameblaze could be a mentor. Or maybe, you know what? I think we'll make Hollystar and Flameblaze mentors. Because Hollystar, I can't remember, but I don't think she's ever been a mentor before. And I think with her getting kind of, like, older, that she would want to try and ensure that the warriors of the clan are as perfect for Milkfern to take over with as possible. So we'll make Hollystar, let's see, Ravenpaw's mentor, and we'll make Flameblaze Bloompaw's mentor. Okay. Okay, so let's see. We have Bloompaw. Oh, but she's not here. So Ravenpaw. Hollystock's not here. Dang it. Okay. Wow, I don't know who the heck to send out. Wetshine, you can spend time with... Ooh. Bloombeam, sure. And Milkfern. And Barktoe. Why not? Your patrol has a disagreement. They look to Wetshine to settle the dispute. I have a feeling it's this man over here causing trouble. Wetshine was able to handle it. That's not a surprise. Let's see. Lake Paw is... Oh, shoot. I forgot to send her out with Wetshine. I'm sorry. That was completely my fault. Shoot. I can't believe I did that. That's okay. You know what? Flameblaze can be Bloompaw and Lake Paw's mentor for now. That was my fault. And we'll send those out. And we'll send them with... Sure, Squirrelfur can go, because he's got kind of... He's like max experience, so... We had a disagreement, so they looked to Squirrelfur. It's the only good thing he's done. I'm just kidding. Ravenpaw goes with Hollystar, and I think Hollystar wants to take Echo Hail and Shimmerberry out as well. Okay, they found the fox and they chased it away. And you guys can all go out together. That's fine. Another fox. Man, these foxes. Okay. Oh, you know what? These episodes just keep getting longer and longer, but that's okay. We'll go to 60 moons. Why not? Oh, Echo Hail mourns the loss of Splash Fur. Thunderspot is asking to train together with Lion Tail. Oh, Adderkit. Barry gets always scared about things. Oh. Pounceburr's gotten so, like, nice in his old age. He's, like, just complimenting everyone and praising everyone. Wetshine's feeling lazy. You're getting old, honey. Poor Hollystar, I feel like, now that she's older, is really trying to make sure that the clan that she leaves behind is, you know, good enough for her son to lead. Fallen Strike doesn't want to talk to Birdfang. Squirrelfur's always acting sus. Echo Kit got an injury. How? Flameblaze and Amberbrook, I feel like, don't like each other. Fernstone's having a good time with Thunderspot. Aww. Amberbrook's curious about other clans. Well, she's been performing poorly. Echo Hail's having a good time with her sister. I mean, considering she is a new mother, I could imagine that Fernstone has been spending a lot of time with her, trying to, like, you know, ensure that the kids grow up healthy. Cloud Ice has been performing poorly. Shimmerberry's been performing poorly. Barto's feeling down. Just kids doing kid stuff. Echo Kit's feeling down. Poor baby. They're so stinking cute. I gotta send them out on patrol. Okay, so this time, let's see. Ravenpaw and Hollystar go out together. And we'll take Milkfern. I think that with how much Hollystar's trying to prepare for the future, I imagine maybe she would want to spend time with Milkfern and kind of, you know, make sure that he is feeling good about becoming possible leader in the future. And you know what? We'll bring Lost Shade along. A rogue. A Milkfern deals with rogues. He eats rogues for breakfast. He's chased off like 20 rogues in his life. Let's see. Bloompaw is with Flameblaze. Okay, so we'll send them out. And you know what? We'll have Lakepaw and Wetshine go out together as well. Flameblaze. Oh. She wanted to protect the two kids and she wanted to protect Wetshine. She's left with a scar. Did you lose some of your ear? Sweet baby. I think that she's really protective of the younger cats. Her motherly instincts are kicking in. Let's see. Bloombeam, I want to know more about you and Liontail. I mean, you two are very, like, old and new to the clan. So I want to know about you guys, but you're, like, not really giving us anything. You're just kind of chilling. Let's see. We'll do Amberbrook, Yellowfoot, as always. And sure, we'll bring Bloombeam along. Catching mice. I don't know. As much as I don't like this little, you know, romance happening, if that's what Echo Hail wants, we might as well give it to her, you know? Oh, they had a fun outing. Feels like Marshstar and Hollystar all over again. Okay, you three. I don't trust Squirrelfur with Barktail. Alright, last one for the day. Nothing happened. Okay, so I'm glad that nothing happened because a lot happened. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what to say. You know, I'm just glad that despite, aw, baby, I cannot believe we lost Rebel Skip. I'm glad she's with Thunderspot. I am, truly. I feel so bad for Wetshine. My poor boy. I know Rebel is probably in chat right now, like, crying because I feel you. I really do. Wetshine does not deserve to outlive two of his loves. I mean, he does. They deserve to live forever, okay? But I'm just glad that they at least had some kids before Rebel Skip passed. I hope that Wedgeshine gets to watch over them for a long time. Watch them grow into adults. But even when he dies, they'll be watching over them from StarClan. I just, ugh, that hurts my heart. And then, let's see, what else happened? Oh yeah, Echo Hale gave birth. And I'm really, maybe I'm just misreading it. You guys tell me what you think. But I think that Shimmerberry might be the dad. And whether that's like actually from them being in love, like a secret love, I don't know. Or if it's from Shimmerberry and Barktoe doing something very similar to what Pounceburr and Squirrelfur were trying to do, which is, you know, either weed out the people the cats they don't like from Moon Clan or take over Moon Clan. I have no idea. I mean, he might be pulling some like Kovu thing where he's trying to get with the daughter so that he can, you know, make the mom like him and he can work his way up to deputy or maybe even leader. I have no clue. But I personally think that these two are the well, we know Echo Hale's a mom, but I'm thinking Shimmerberry might be the dad. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so that's gonna be this episode. This is a long one. Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay. I will see you all for the next one. Bye, you guys.